So typically companies send me the prototypes and I record them in my studio, but this time I have the opportunity to actually take a look at all of the prototypes and some of the manufacturing process because I'm on site in Fort Collins at the Vortic Watch Company. So let's get into this. I want to share with you Colorado Watch Company. So it's the same location, two different companies, but same location. Kickstarter launch September 26th, 2023. So snapshot in time. Let's get into it. First off, I want to share with you, because this is super cool to see this happen, right? So they start off as these blanks. This is the watch case, believe it or not, right? They mill it out here on site. This is the GCT case, as I'm going to show you here in a minute. I also have blanks of the field case, so you can see the crown guards here at the 3 o'clock position. Here are the cases in their raw form before they get finished and loaded up. So you can kind of see the process here. Of course, you have the bezels. They're going to go on top. And then you also have the case back, all done right here on site. The crazy part is they don't stop there, right? They make their own crowns. As the parts get smaller, they get harder to make. This was very interesting to me. The dial on the GCT, look how thick that is. And I'll show you on the watch here in a minute. It's bolted through to the backside of the case. It's insane. I have not ever handled a watch that was constructed like that. It almost makes it, just that aspect alone, makes it so I want the watch, beyond the fact that it's made here in Colorado and it's super cool looking. Let's start off with the field watch. Has a nice bold branding on it, as you can clearly see. No hands on this one yet. I'm going to drop on an image to show you what the hands look like. They're steel, blue steel, and then they'll have lume in them as well. There'll be some lume on this dial. Of course, the mountain up there, I always call it a triangle. It's funny, RT said it's a mountain. So because we're in Colorado, right? It's a mountain. Nice crown guards. Check that out. Little laser engraving of the American USA flag there on the crown. And we're gonna have a display case back showing off the Americron automatic movement, which is assembled in Arizona. So as much as possible that could be done in the US has been done on these watches. This one has the DLC black case. Look how thin that bezel is on there. It almost looks like there is no bezel. I'm a big fan of that look, where it looks like the crystal's pressed right into the case. This one has that look. This one they threw on some sword hands. That is not what will come with it. I'll show you those hands in an image that I'll drop in the video. Next up, quickly becoming my favorite, is the GCT. Greenwich Civilian Time. I think that's what it stands for, which is what World War II watches were done as. So a little bit different case. Crown at the 12 o'clock position. This one, the hands are a little crude on this one. These are all prototypes, guys. So these hands, they literally just made these like 2 hours ago. They just cut them and painted them to match. The hands will be much more refined. But this one has that really thick dial, has a nice dimension to it. They left on the raw machining grooves on the dial and DLC it. Now you'll see right there the hardware at the 4 points here that are holding that dial down to the case. That is so dang cool. This is the other dial option. This one, same dial. They just blasted it to remove all the machining marks, and then also DLC on that one as well. And then you have the full stainless case, but they left, it's very smooth to the touch, but to the eye, you can see kind of those raw machining marks, but you cannot feel them. It's nice and smooth. So it has a really nice look to it. Very utilitarian, very military-like, because that's what it's inspired from. For example, this is RT's personal GCT. Now, this is a big watch, and they're very expensive, and they sell out immediately. But now, check this out. You can have one that you can actually wear. I say that because this is a big watch. Like RT wears it. I know a lot of people wear it. It's a little big for my preference, but this one here at 42 millimeter, perfect, absolutely perfect. So the watches will come, this is again a prototype. This is a 3D printed rubber strap, but it'll come with a fitted rubber strap. And this is the silver dial option for the field watch. And then of course, you'll have options to pick up other strap in canvas, maybe some leather. You'll have other options. Let me pop these on my wrist so you can see what they look like on a 7.25 inch wrist. Here's the field watch. This is a 40 millimeter if I recall. Very good looking watch. I think the only issue I'm gonna have is I'm gonna want a field watch and I'm gonna want a GCT. But if I had to only pick one, I'm starting to lean towards the GCT just because of that construction, the 12 o'clock crown, and it's just unique. There's no other watch out there unless you jump up to the Vortec watches. This one is like, you know, a smaller version of that, and it's automatic.